What's up, everybody? We're going to be working on a Tundra today. I'm just going to show you how I removed my truck bed. I got to thank my brother for bringing me the box from Compton. Shout out to California Elite. Here I am. I'm taking out the side covers for the bed liner. It does take a little muscle, finger muscles. So make sure you get those working. Anyway, took a little while just to make sure I didn't break anything because that's the last thing I need on top of this. So there's two, obviously, one on each side. Just make sure you're careful because it's plastic, so it will break if it's brittle. Luckily, mine's were still in good shape, so we're gonna reuse them again once I paint the other bed that we got. Um, doesn't take that long. You can do it yourself, like remove the whole bed. You just have to have either be big as me, use your weight as an advantage, or have a buddy help you. I mean, I did it myself because I don't have anybody up here to help me, and I was waiting on someone to help me, and I was just like, I'm just relying on people to make time in their day. So I'm just like, just do it myself. I know I could do it. I could carry it. I mean, it's heavy as hell. Don't get me wrong. The bed is heavy. Since I don't care about this one, I was able to lift it and kind of lightly land it on its side where it's damaged. The other side is perfect condition, so I kind of want to keep that side for a little side project I have. I wanted to make. We'll see how that goes. I'll post a video if I do end up doing that. So once I was done taking off those protective covers, um, the bed liner is now bolted on. I do have to drain it because it rained that day. So see me moving the truck. Unfortunately, I didn't cut that part off. All my stuff that I used for the park is still in there, so I had to take out this drenched lawn chair that I had there. Uh, See me truck in a bit. Sorry about that. I should have cut this part off. Um, that was a piece of the liner that the fender has, the little fender cover outside. I was trying to see if I could find the same color or something online, but I did end up ordering them on eBay. They had the same ones. So once I once you see me struggling to try to remove that, and there's a ton of water in the back, I'm gonna give up for a brief second just so I could drain out all the water because I'm like, okay, this water ain't going anywhere. So let's think smarter and not work harder at all. Don't want to work hard. We're gonna have to work hard enough in a little bit. You'll see. All the tools you'll need for this removal: need the Torx T55 um, to remove the actual bed from the frame. You will need something, either a breaker bar or I used a power drill to help me move it. So once I had that done, um, there is 6 bolts that hold it. I couldn't remove one with it, even though I bought this TikTok, um, I guess, power drill. Stated it was 900-pound Torx and all this baloney. Don't believe it. Put it under the I put it under the test and it did not work. So uh, they lied. I had to use my a breaker bar to remove one of them. It was in there pretty tight. I mean, it's a 2006. It had no frame damage. Um, they were charging my mom way over price to get this fixed. I was able to get all this fixed under the budget. So it was like I want to say I spent under I don't know, maybe like under 2,000 in all with materials and way under 2,000 for sure. I had to buy paint. I had to buy the tools because, like I said, I lose my tools. Um, uh, I had to buy, well, I had to pay for the gas for the transportation to get it to me and the guy that sold me the bed. It does take a little muscle to kind of get it out of those little underneath the bed rails. As you see me struggling, I had to put my weight into it. Once you get one side, the other one kind of slips out. So it was not that hard after that. So once that's done, as you can tell, I still had water. It's in good shape. So I was like, I could reuse this for the new one and just dropped it. Didn't crack or anything. So no parts were injured in this filming. Now I'm trying to contemplate on how to remove this. I'm like, okay, I got my power gun. Let's get it done. So I'm going to show you. I strongly don't like liners, but as you can tell, it holds a lot of leaves and stuff. So I did have to remove these screws from the gas tank to make sure. I don't know why I put the other picture on there, but I do have to remove this because, well, it gets stuck there. If you don't remove it, you can't move it out. You can't lift it. I mean, you could lift it, but you're gonna break something. So there's 4 screws there that you have to remove to unbolt it. You don't have to remove the ones in the bottom. I seen one guy do it. I don't know why he did it. Those bolts on the bottom are screwed to the frame, which doesn't make sense removing them because I didn't have to remove them. I went in there to see, but there was no point in it. So yeah, remove your gas cap. Uh, that's the only cover that holds that thing in place. I was trying to see if there was anything that's holding it to the, because I'm like, okay, well, that can't just be it. And I I ended up putting the gas cap in there, but I'm like, I'm gonna take it off anyway right now. Um, so after that, I did get a Ziploc, labeled it because I don't want to lose anything. I'm very prone to lose things, so I had to get my own little Ziploc bag and put all those bolts together. That way, I have all those tools or the equipment necessary to put it back together, and I labeled it. Um, this helped me put it back together, even though I knew where it goes. Obviously, it's not that hard. Anyone can do it. Just make sure you label. Um, and screwed the bed for sure at that point. Uh, and I am gonna put those. Also, I put those bolts in a baggie. Those were the bolts. Bed bolts. Yes. Check. So I don't lose anything. Make sure I put them in one place. I'm very notorious to losing bolts. That's one thing I had to sell a truck because I lost a bolt for the spindle. I and then I found it months later. I was like, wow, I could have just, and I couldn't find the right pitch, the right bolt. It wouldn't fit. I don't know why. Uh, it just it wasn't in the cards, I guess. So lesson learned: keep all your bolts together. Anyway, so we're gonna try to show you the process of actually trying to remove yourself if you are brave enough or strong enough to do it. Once I removed it, that's the old bed. That's my other project in the garage, my Cougar. I have to remove all these little hardwares on the side that hold the tailgate because the old bed did not have them. Those are 10 millimeter bolts that I'm gonna remove the tail lights. So a 10 millimeter bolt will remove those. Uh, Once I find it, because the this GVS 10 millimeters always goes missing. Um, we'll definitely get those off. They're just it's quick. Those 2 bolts are there, and you just kind of pop it off carefully because I don't know, they have some type of, clips in it as well. Whenever I decide to find the 10 millimeter bolt, I'll definitely post it on there. And there it is, 10 millimeter bolt, devious, mischievous bolt. Socket is there, and we're gonna go ahead and take those off. Once we take those off, see, this is that cheap freaking TikTok $100 torque drill, whatever it's called. Uh, don't buy that. I mean, it helped. It's just uh for what you need it for. Like I needed it. I actually bought it because I needed to take uh a strip bar out, and I couldn't do it uh with my other Makita. So I was like, oh, okay, this one should have more power since it says 900 pounds. Yeah, no, it does not work. I just had to let it sit in WD 40, and then it popped just with the regular socket wrench. So yeah, don't waste your money. Save your money and try to save for something that's more reliable and stronger. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna tell you the brand. You all know which one it is. If you go on TikTok, it pops up on your feed. Yes, label all the boats, like I said. Uh, Same thing, rinse and repeat. Obviously, did one, it's gonna do the other. All those little clips and hardware that's on that side have to take off because, like I said, they stripped the bed clean on the other one. No tailgate, so which is fine because our tailgate was fine. This one took a little finagling, just because it got stuck. I don't know why, but it popped. Like I said, be gentle because those shits are expensive. Can I say that? Probably not, but whoever's gonna watch this, I doubt they'll get this far. If you did, leave a comment below. Um, I did have to replace all the light bulbs. Since I'm already there, I did replace all the light bulbs. Um, just so peace of mind, I don't have to do it again. And try to find a 10 millimeter bolt, which most likely will be gone at that time. Um, Again, see this. Luckily, it doesn't have the branding on it because I don't wanna like promote that brand at all. It's not a Makita. It looks like a Makita wannabe. That's what that's all I'm gonna say. Um, at this moment, you have to push all the wire out of the way, obviously, because you don't want to pull it when you get to the point of extracting the bed. I've seen a lot of people try to do it differently, like with these lifts. Obviously, yeah, it's I don't have a lift. I am not rich, obviously, because or else I would have a body shop or somebody else doing this. So I mean, I told my mom, hey, I'll do it. Don't worry about it. Charging you over 10K, you could probably get another truck for that price. To be honest, yeah. So insurance wanted to charge what she wanted to. I guess they were charging her. The quote was that, which the insurance was like, we're not gonna do it because it's not worth it. Um, we'll just total the car and pay you out basically. But this is her first truck, brand new, so there's like some type of sentimental value, I guess, and I get it. So I said, you know what, that's a lot. I'll do it. I just had to do a lot of Facebook shopping and talking to a lot of random people that were not helpful or they were trying to rip me off. Like there was a guy that wanted like 1,200 for a bed that was like in horrible condition. I was like, dude, get the hell out of here. I went pick your parts. Always go to pick your parts and inspect it first. I saw the pictures, it looked beautiful, it looked intact, but apparently once the forklifts get through it, uh, they are not the same no more. So, yeah, there was a bed that looked perfectly fine on Pick Your Parts, and when I got there, it was at least a $5 entry because there was dents caused by the, forklift, I guess, when it dropped it. So, that was a no go. Um, I did find I did find it useful that I needed the fender flare for that side, for the damaged side, because I only had one good one at this point. Obviously, the driver's side is a good side. Uh, Other than that, the whole thing was destroyed by the forklift. Yes, that is my vape. Just dropped my vape. Sorry, do not smoke. It's not good for you. Anyway, I think at this point I'm gonna try to attempt to learn the hard way and lift this bed off its foundation. Again, do not attempt this at home. It is very heavy. But if you use the law of leverage, that helps you a lot. So, if you can get it up to the bumper to help you support the bed weight, same for the other side. Little by little, you can start that over. You do need to have caution with the muffler cover or muffler shield. Oh, this is where I'm telling you that it's not gonna. It's not. It's not. It's not working. For one of these boats. That one came out fine. I think it's this middle one. There's six total. One, two, three on the right and three on the left. Um, I think it's that one in the middle, right? That is not. I think the front one came out fine. It has enough power. Those, I guess, if they're not stuck. But if they're in there, then I might have given you the bed bolts. I must have termed this incorrectly. Bed bolts bags on the earlier clip. Sorry about that. I had to like send it. I took all this on my phone, so I edited it on my phone, downloaded it, and posted it up on my no, on my YouTube, and downloaded it again, so that way I could edit it properly. Apparently, I didn't do a good job. I am so sorry. Anyway, the bed bolt bag. That's where you put the bed bolts. Okay, that's it. Number one thing, how to do it. Baggies are gonna be your friend. I tell you this. This is a boat. I guarantee this is a boat. It has to be. See, look, freaking going, and nothing. It's not budging. I'm like, what the heck, man? This is supposed to be 900-pound torque. Torque beats it all, and I gave it all. It had a brand new battery and everything. Did it waste all its torque on the other boats? I don't think so. So I had to bring out the big guns. I bought this brake bar. Well, it's a torque bar, but I bought that one on eBay because, like I said, I buy cheap because budget. Budget. We're in hard times right now. Yeah, luckily none of the frame was damaged, even though you could see the how lifted it is on that wheel well, how pushed in. So I was like, okay, let me try it again. I didn't learn my lesson. It has to be. Oh, I put a new battery in it because I'm like, it has to be the battery. There's no way. Nope, didn't budge. So I said, all right, fine, I give up. I'll bring out the other one. Do the manual work. And it didn't. I literally barely touched it. Like, you know how you had to like You see people bending the bar and all that. No, it was just a simple like tug. That was it. Are you freaking serious now? This thing couldn't do that? It's a good set of tools, guys or gals, whatever, whatever you work into, work on these cars, just get some good tools for like, at least power tools. I would say invest on that. The other tools, I mean, yeah, you want some decent tools because I've had some break. Um, Not the Craftsman ones, obviously. Those, if they do get damaged or break, they used to be lifetime warranty. I don't know now, but I haven't broken one, so uh, I could not say if they're still replacing them. Yes, I do have spider webs because I was looking for this damn wrench. I'm not even gonna touch. All right, that was it. Oh, I mean, I did put a little oomph into it, but nothing like crazy. It was just like it was just hard. And then I was like, okay, now it's easier. Come on, take it off. There it goes. I think it was a pressure that was on that bed bolt that was keeping it from coming out. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna move frames now. This took me all day. Okay, so it was morning when I started. Like I said, one man job. So I forgot to unclip those plugs that are those are the routing for the electrical. Since this one has a tow package, it has more electrical stuff, so I have to unclip it from there. I think I just ended up yanking them off those clips because they were just dry rotted. They didn't survive, but you could always zip tie them up on there, so it's not that hard. I was looking for a tool to kind of pry them down, and I found it. I was trying to save it, like you can tell that's one of those clip remover things. It didn't work. I didn't try hard enough, I guess, or I was impatient enough for it, but it just did not unclip properly. So I just ended up pulling it, I think. Again, I just zip tied it back up there. Um, so that way it doesn't sag to the floor, which it won't sag. Um, but you want to zip tie it securely so they're not just dangling around. Especially when you're moving the box, you want to get them out of the way because you don't want to pinch any wires. There's a whole bunch of wires that go back there. Don't ask me why there's so much wires, but there's a whole loom of wires that go back there. It's pretty thick, and they're hiding underneath the bed rail. Well, not underneath on top of the bed rail. Which, to be honest, I don't know why they did that. Because yeah, that's in Toyota. Okay, so this is where I attempted to carry this side to put it on top and use leverage again, and I was like, "Fuck!" I just dropped it. Now I have to go the other way. So I'm trying to see if maybe it's the gas thing getting in the way, but it wasn't. So I'm like, all right, let me try to. And it's gonna fall again. I'm trying to think on how to do this. And at first I was like, maybe I could carry it from the back and like drag it. Yeah, my brain is trying to calculate all these things. See a little animation of me thinking. I'll get a light bulb eventually. So here we go. Okay. So I said, all right. I almost messed up that little plastic. All right. So I'm going in the right direction. I know I need to go that way. The hard part, like I said, the heat shield under there did play a big role on me not being successful the first few times. I I was like, how do I remove it? And I couldn't remove it because it's in a weird. like angle, I just had to end up lifting it over the whole thing because I thought I was gonna be able to just kind of toss it over in a sense. That was not the case. It was a little more work to it. So I'm gonna try to again carry this over. I might drop it again, but I'm trying to use a bumper as my helper. Again, solo job, so and I'm trying not to mess up the gas thing on this side. Again, you don't have to loosen those bolts, you just have to move it out of the way. So I'm trying to push it down at that moment. And I cleared it. But that's where the heat shield got stuck. I'm like, okay, what's stopping it now? Because I went over the tire and now I'm gonna bring you in for a close up because I'm like, dude, uh oh yeah, I'm gonna take the mud flap because I'm like, I need that mud flap. I do not want it to get damaged. That mud flap is gold right now because that's the only good mud flap on that truck. So I was like, okay, I need that mud flap. Didn't get hurt, so luckily I could use another mud flap again. Um, so at first I thought it was a mud flap in the way, but it's not. It's gonna be the heat shield again. Heat shield. Reminder: you're gonna have to lift it pretty high to get it over that. Again, be careful with the, the wires. I did come down on it a little, which it didn't damage it, but I almost went. If I would have probably put some pressure on it, I probably would have um pinched them off like completely clean. It will cut through them. It's a loom, but it's just wrapped in electrical tape, I guess. Um, all right,
Well, I
so
take you guys.
we took it off. I did show you we took it off. I did have assistance putting the new one in. That one's a little heavier, so I mean, it was not heavier. It was just I needed help, so I called my brother-in-law. He helped me put it on, and that's a little synopsis of the before, and we will include the after picture after we completely finish that. But yeah, you can do it yourself. You will need help though. I needed help installing it. Well, carrying the bed onto the truck. That was the only thing. You don't need no fancy machines or anything like that. Any cranes or I mean if you have the money, I guess. I was not gonna build something that I'm just gonna use for one day or have somebody, loan me I mean, would have helped. It would have helped a lot. But you could do it yourself on a weekend. I mean, we did it in a day, but like all together, I could have done this in a day. I think I took Saturday and Sunday just because it was raining on Saturday morning and it stopped a little. So I was like, all right, cool. I got to finish that. I took a break because it was drizzling for most of it. But yes, guys, you can do it. Like and follow for more. This is my first car content. So, or actually, not my first car content, but you know what I mean. Just hit that like and follow, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.